In today's video, I want to explain to you why your mind is the most powerful tool you have right now. Because simply your mind has the ability to attract to you anything you want. Simply, whenever you want something, you are saying, or whenever you desire something, you say, I want this thing, I want this new phone, I want to go visit this place, I want to do this thing, etc., etc. You are sending a message out there to the universe, to whomever, and you're saying, I want this thing. It's like you're sending out a message of you having this thing, you experiencing this thing. That's what you are sending out. And when you want something, when you desire something, there's two possible outcomes. The first outcome is that you wake up the next day and you find it outside your door, or that you wake up the next day and you find that you still don't have the thing you want. So what happens, what's the shift you need to take in order to go from the day you wake up and you don't find that you have the thing you desire, to waking up and finding the thing you desire right outside your door? So there is one thing to keep in mind. When you are wanting something, you are sending out the message. You are sending out the message that says, I want to be the person that has this thing. Whenever you want something, the message that is being sent is that I am the person, or I want to be the person that has this thing. I want you to see it as an image. You having this thing. That's the message you should be sending in order to receive the thing you want. But what happens sometimes is that you send out the wrong message. So what is the wrong message? You want something so bad, and when you send out the message, 80% of this message has an image of the person who doesn't have this thing, which is your current you, right? But you focus on this and you think this is the only person, and you're not aware that you're sending the picture of someone who doesn't have this thing they want. That's 80% of the message you're sending. So that's why you are receiving something that matches this message, which is not receiving the thing you want. So right now you should understand that you should send the message of the person who has this thing that you want. Even if you right now don't have this thing, that's normal, that's why you want it. But when you want something, I want you to imagine yourself doing it and not imagine yourself not having this thing. That's why you want it. Keep that in your mind. And really, what stops you from sending out the message of the person that has the thing they want are your limiting beliefs. So what are your limiting beliefs? Beliefs are thoughts that are encoded in your brain, that are encoded in your subconscious mind. You're not even aware that you sometimes have these beliefs. So your limiting beliefs are like they sound. They limit you from believing that you can have something. So for example, you want this thing, but one of your beliefs, one of the beliefs you have, are that I don't deserve this thing, or that it's very hard for this thing to happen, or that I can't do this thing, or that I don't have the money to have it, or that I don't have the utilities, or like the I don't know, to get to this place, etc., etc. These beliefs are your limiting beliefs, are the things that are stopping you from attracting the thing you want. And I'm gonna give you a real example that happened 2 weeks ago so you can understand it way better. So 2 weeks ago, I really wanted to try an ice bath, to do the cold plunge. And I was seeing it on my feed. I was scrolling on an Instagram page that was explaining about what you should do before a cold plunge, where you can get one. It was also a page where they usually do cold plunges for people. So I was scrolling on that page and I was learning. And in my mind, I really knew that I can't go to this place, that I can't afford to get the bucket for like the ice, that it's just not near me. I really knew that it was a little bit hard to reach or to get or to do this ice bath. So the how in my mind was not clear. So I was aware of that and I knew that. But before I exited the page, I refused to believe that I'm not gonna do it. So while I was scrolling, and when I finished scrolling and I wanted to exit the page, what went through my mind was that I'm not sure how it's gonna happen, but I am sure that it is gonna happen. I'm gonna leave the how for the universe. you take care of it. I don't know how to take care of it. I can't take care of it right now, but the how is never gonna stop me from getting the thing I want. I know I'm gonna get this thing, and I'm not gonna worry about the how. You're gonna manage it. And that's really what happened. I woke up the next day, I really woke up the next day and found a bucket just outside my window. It was like on the balcony. And when I saw it, it was like I was mind blown because I knew what I was doing on that page. And I woke up the next day and saw that it worked. I found the bucket outside my window. I was just, all I had to do was fill it up with water and do the cold bath. Um, but one important thing right here is to go ahead and claim the thing you asked for, even if it wasn't what you imagined, which is like the bucket that I saw on the page, but it was a bucket that I could fill it up with water. It was the perfect height. It was in my house. It was like it worked perfectly, just what I needed. All I had to do was to go ahead and claim it. I could have said, no, this is not the right bucket. No, I don't want to do it. No, I want it to be like the one I imagined. But no, I went ahead and claimed it. And just like that, I did the ice bath, and it was like a desire that was fulfilled. And trust me, 6 months ago, if I was scrolling on that page, I am 100% sure that I would have left that page with a no with my head around the topic of doing an ice bath, because it was very hard, because how am I going to convince my parents, etc., etc. There was a lot of things that could limit it, and these things were still true right now, are still true right now, but they don't define whether it's gonna happen or not, whether this thing is gonna really happen in my mind or not. So your limiting beliefs, you need to remove them, you need to stop believing them, because they are not true, they really are not true, and they're not gonna limit you from getting what you want if you believe that it is possible. So that's all I wanted to tell you in today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.